Okay, everyone's favorite not transgender boxer from the extremely woke nation of Algeria has won yet again. After the last boxing match where she, and again, just to recap, just so everyone's aware, because there's a lot of misinformation on this, there used to be an organization that regulated the rules of boxing where Imane Khelif participated and abided by their rules. And then, after beating a Russian boxer, the Russian head of the, what was the name of that organization? What was their acronym? The Russian head of the organization said, oh, actually, based on a test that we did before, the IBA, thank you, based on a test that we did before that we're not going to disclose the results of, you're actually like not a woman because of your chromosomes. No, we won't release this medical information. No, we won't say how we tested it or in what way we tested it or like adhere to the standard. And yeah, we did do this test prior to you beating this Russian boxer. It's really, really dumb. But basically, Russian misinformation wins again. And so does Imane Khelif. And she beat out the, I believe before the Italian. No, that was the last one. I hope you're not insinuating there was foul play. The IBA was disgraced and delisted from the Olympic Committee before corruption. The organization that was just like, yeah, by the way, XY chromosomes, you can't compete. We won't release any info. Also, like, we won't do this consistently. We're just doing this for you. Hello, goodbye. Yeah, they were delisted for corruption. They're no longer recognized. The leader of the IBA has ties to Putin. Yeah. Literally, like, it's that straightforward. There's literally no evidence on the book of her having anything with XY chromosomes or testosterone. Her life has been known. She's Algerian. In Algeria, being LGBT is literally against the law. The Algerian government would not send a transgender woman to represent them at the Olympics. Are you fucking insane? I mean, if you think that, like, I don't know, maybe she looks a bit boyish, I would remind you that she's a boxer. Like, you know, your face gets punched into shape a little bit. I'm sorry, that's literally how it is. That's not even a joke. It's just how it is. That means you're boxing good. JK Rowling BC thing. Yeah, I will say, I feel like this is actually, there's a bit of a backlash here, because before, I don't think there was anyone on the left who was like hardcore standing this Algerian boxer lady. And now there's more energy coming from the left celebrating her, even though I don't want to jinx it, but again, she's Algerian. She probably thinks transgender people are degenerate. Like, I don't know that for sure. I'm just saying there's a decent likelihood of that being the case. She's probably not the wokest individual, but because the right and their hysteria have launched this insane tirade against her, now it's kind of a blowback, you know? Look at this. From the Boston Globe, literal, actual fucking libel, transgender boxer advances. Apparently, the person who wrote this article, Greg Bisham from Associated Press, doesn't choose the title here. The article, and I read it through over here, just sounds like standard AP, you know, just standard Associated Press professional article nonsense. Transgender boxer advances was chosen by the Boston Globe. So there you go. You can make of that what you will, I guess. If she were pro-LGBT, we wouldn't know either way because she wouldn't be allowed to speak her mind. That's true. I'm pretty sure that Imane Khelif would literally not be able to say if she was. So I wouldn't lean into the speculation too hard in either direction. Who knows, who cares, so on and so forth. But yeah, now the attention is coming from the other direction. You know, like the shoes on the other foot. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me that the problems of the right, or like the grievances constructed by the right, are so not real that they have to, I mean, isn't it kind of insane? Like, this is a culture war talking point. This is what we have to deal with. Hey, this Olympic boxer is trans based on no evidence at all. Run with it. It's weird. It's weird. It is weird. I think we should acknowledge that fact, you know? It's not normal. Imagine how few real problems you have to have. Just another reminder that if you care about your life getting better, if you're a conservative, please take a moment to reflect on the fact that nothing your pundits and leaders talk about make your life better in any way. In any way. Like, literally, there's no relationship whatsoever. It's completely divorced from the factual circumstances of your life. There we go. The reason that I'm filibustering right now with this ramble is because I was trying to find what Luca Hamori, the Hungarian lady who she just boxed against and won, posted on the Insta. Paris 2024, and it's a pretty cisgender lady. This is what female boxers at an Olympic level look like, by the way. Waifish little, you know, arm about as thick as the waist. Yeah. Up against the devil. This is probably AI. Well, yeah, but that's not really what we're focusing on here, you know. Anyway, reposted. Personally, I think she should have been disqualified for this. The Olympic Games is in large part about sportsmanship, and posting images where it's like, yeah, we're up against the devil here because trans degeneracy and so on. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Go back to Hungary. Go back to your shit-ass fucking dead country where you import all of your culture. Get the fuck out of here. Hungary is a shithole. I know. I said that. Shithole country. I don't have an issue with Trump's shithole country rhetoric. I just think he was directing it against the wrong country. Oh yeah, here. So anyway, you know, Luca Hamori posted this, and in response, Imane Khelif came up with what I consider to be the most effective counterargument you can offer in a debate these days. You know, really, I was not pulling her punches, you know, literally and metaphorically. I counter your accusation of devilish degeneracy with a left hook. Thank you. That's not a left hook. That's a left straight, right? Yeah. She was posting a lot of cringe. Well, she's Hungarian, so. Posted numerous hateful messages on her Instagram about her upcoming opponent, Imane Khelif. I really think you should be suspended for all of this. You should be disqualified. Hungarians don't even have a real language, and they're making fun of other people. This is the girl who is fighting the male boxer tomorrow. Very satisfying, huh? I mean, her losing is good enough. I agree that if she was disqualified, we wouldn't have the pleasure of seeing her get punched in the face like this. And even after that, Imane Khelif still had the grace and dignity, you know? I can't show this in video because the Olympics copyright will nuke me instantly. To still go like, yeah, what's up? Shake hand, leave. Hopefully having her brain rattled around her skull will be kind of a humbling moment for her, but somehow I doubt it. Even Orban couldn't stay away from the keyboard. Prime Minister Orban just posted an Islamophobic remark regarding the Hungary-Algeria boxing match. He compared Luca Hamori to medieval Hungarian women in Niger fighting against Muslim Ottoman invaders. He's a racist just like the sore loser. It's just so funny because from an American perspective, Hungarians might as well be Muslim. We really don't care over here. Like, you have to understand how much Americans don't care. Like, we don't, if the average American saw your language, we would go like, oh, it's Arabic, you know? Hungary didn't even exist at that point in history. Yeah. Meanwhile, how long has Algeria been around? Not the modern nation state, but like the sort of continuous legacy of the Algerian people. So your Eastern Europe equals Muslim, Vosh. Funny language equals Muslim to an American. Thank you. Trash talk is part of the fighting. Trash talk, first of all, trash talk is not part of the fighting. This is not the UFC. This is not a sport ring for wife beaters, pedophiles, domestic abusers, and rapists to get together and cultivate an audience of the worst men you've ever known in your life. You know, this is the Olympics. Trash talking is not part of the fighting. Fighting is part of the fighting. Second of all, there's a difference between trash talking and my opponent is the devil and a man. Like there's a difference between being transphobic / racist / Islamophobic / whatever and trash talk. Khelif plans to pursue prosecution against right-wing media. Good. Oh, on Twitter too. Bold. An appeal to all the people of Algeria. I need you today to stand behind me and support me by all means. I intend to conduct campaigns of prosecution for all those who try to offend me, including Elon Musk, Fox News, and others. I won't spare anyone. Godspeed. Bless you, lady. That's a fake account, Vaush. Aw. Oh yeah, 2 underscores. Boxer Angela Carini could receive $50,000 from banned IBA after a loss to Imane Khelif. Oh, do they give out payments to losers? Wants to give $50,000 to Italian boxer. Oh, because they're like, she's the real winner because she was fighting a man. The IBA, literally like a Russian org. Yeah. Again, it literally all comes back to internationalist fascist disinformation campaigns, the head of which has been Russia for decades, you know? It's crazy how Russian political interference is a lefty meme when there's almost infinite evidence for it, and it's everywhere, and it's all pro-fascism. You know, it's not like Russians are engaging in disinformation campaigns to promote, you know, leftist economic or social policy. It's always the wrong side. And how often has the Russians at the Olympics been found cheating? Yeah, it's just an evil, ontologically evil people. Nah, it's the government. The Russian government just does not give a shit. They hate you. Even the original claim about the stabber in the UK being a refugee came from a Russian website. Incredible. Genuinely. Clearly, we need more sanctions.